Leo's speech title today is "To the Moon" with an exclamation point. And he expects to speak from 9 to 11 minutes. He has a premise. I'm not familiar with this, but it says MoonRift Entertainment. That's a company that produces movies, video games, and published works. We, as the audience, will serve as the company during a large-scale convention. Please welcome to the lectern, our founder and president, Leo!
I can't believe it. How wonderful this past decade has been. The things that we were able to accomplish as a team, the things that we were accomplished as a company. I want to congratulate you all. Let's start off this meeting a little differently, okay? Let's start off this celebration differently. Everybody put your fists in right now. Everybody put your fists in. All right, we're going to do To the Moon on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. To the moon! All right. Thank you, everybody. Who would have thought? In 6th grade, there were 2 things that happened to me. How did all this come together? In 6th grade, the first is I had a little lemonade stand. You know what I'm saying? So when people came by, I was a little kid, I was like, "You want some lemonade, sir?" Yeah, that was me. But I thought a little bit differently. What I had was, I used to have sales projections. I tracked inventory. I had profit sharing. I hired workers. I had a marketing team of little kids running around spreading the word that I had the best candy in the market. And I tracked my inventory so well. When I left my stock at my friend's house, I knew exactly how many units of candy his little brother ate the night before. That little turd had 5 Snickers and 2 Skittles. And I never got my money back. The second thing that happened was I was surrounded with best friends and brothers, where we would immerse ourselves into worlds inspired by movies like Braveheart, Gladiator, Lord of the Rings. We had swords and shields going at each other, 110 miles per hour. Ah! But I loved it. To be able to immerse yourself into a world that you guys co-create, to me, was beautiful. And I was able to sit down onto a computer. I'll never forget this. In 6th grade, I pulled up a Word document and I started typing away. And to me, that was like me playing those games, me watching those movies, me reading these books that already existed in my mind, and it was intrinsically valuable to me. Fast forward into my senior year of college, and I kind of didn't know where I wanted to get into. But I remember I would volunteer for the youth. I'm trying to help them figure out what their dreams are. And then they was like, "Well, what is your dream?" And I was like, "Well, you know, I'm going to work for corporate for about 20, 30 years, and then when I get the money, eventually build my entertainment company and go all out." And they're like, "Wow, the entertainment company sounds tight, but the other thing is boring. Why don't you just do it now?" And I was like, "Hold up, I'm supposed to teach you how to follow your dreams." But I took that advice. I took entrepreneurship classes at my school, and I learned what it meant to actually start it up. And so I said, "You know what? I fundraised, got money for this beautiful MoonRift logo that you guys see all over the place." And I said, "I'm going to Denver, Colorado to start up this company. Let's go. By myself, all day. Let's go." Once I got to Denver, Colorado, I didn't know anybody. I found someone that was going to be my partner. He fell through. But I remember when I was working at Enterprise, and right next to me was Mr. Rob Keller, that many of you guys know. And Rob Keller, it was just me and him. He said, "I want to be a sportscaster one day." I said, "How about this? I make one of the characters in my video game a sportscaster if you join my team." He said, "Okay." I said, "All right, let's go." I remember the day we had nothing. It was me in this empty living room and Rob Keller, 2 markers and a whiteboard. And we started from that. And from that point, we began MoonRift Entertainment to where we are now, where our company has reached $3.3 billion in revenue. Can you believe that? That is a milestone in our company. We've never done that before. But it's thanks to all of your works, you great divisions. The film division, the video game division, the publishing division. You guys have worked wonderfully over the course of this past decade. And I thank you for that. Now, we express ourselves creatively in all of our roles, whether you be a programmer, an animator, an artist, whatever it is, we express ourselves creatively. And one thing that I refuse to do is to be complacent with this victory. There's a quote by a man. His name is Les Brown. And he said, imagine if you will be on your deathbed. And the ideal person for a person to die is to be surrounded by loved ones. And imagine if they leave the room and you're on your deathbed. And now, as you're laying there, on the bed, sick and ready to pass away from this world, standing around you and around your bed are the ghosts of the ideas, of the talents, of the gifts given to you by life. And for whatever reason, you never pursued those goals. You never used your dream. You never used your voice. You never had that startup. And now they're just standing around there looking at you with large, angry eyes saying, we came to you. And only you could have given us life. But now, we must die with you. What dreams? What talents? What ideas were given to you by life that you're going to let die with you? And I say that to my fellow MoonRift space astronauts. Because I don't want us to be complacent in where we are today. I want us to use this achievement as more courage to move forward into life, to continue building that rocket ship to the moon as we say. And my fellow space fleet, what I want to say today, as Steve Jobs always says, tell the world this: you haven't seen nothing yet. So now we're going to break it off. Use this time to drive your team. Become a better person each and every day. And we're going to break it off the usual MoonRift style. So everybody stand up. Stand up. Go ahead, stand up. And we're going to put our fists in one more time, all right? We're going to say to the moon, all three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. To the moon.